Welcome to EV for Me. This is part 2 in transitioning from a petrol vehicle to an electric vehicle. Check out part 1 and the intro to give you an insight into our journey so far. In part 1, do you remember me saying this? So the question is, would I buy an electric vehicle in Australia? Well, at the moment, no. And that's because we just don't have that fast charging infrastructure, and you need that confidence getting between A and B. You want to be able to get to your destination and not have charge anxiety. Well, that was way back in 2019, and I changed my mind. Let's go to Google Maps. Let me show you what has changed the amount of charging stations locally here in the last 12 months. We live in Canberra, which is the capital of Australia. For us in Canberra, to get to the major capital cities, we have to travel up the highway and either turn left to go to Melbourne, which is 660 kilometres away, or we turn right to go to Sydney, which is 290 kilometres. And in the middle of 2019, this was the only fast charger available on the highway that catered for CHAdeMO and CCS charging. But in the last 12 months, we have had new chargers pop up along the highway. One at the Dog and the Tucker Box, Jugiong, Yass and Goulburn. So now we can travel to the major capital cities and not get range anxiety about our battery going flat. The next question is, what EV do we choose, and is it within our budget? You're probably thinking, what about a Tesla? And this is my personal opinion only. Fair dinkum, do I look like I'm bloody rich? And I hate that TV in the middle of the dash. It's off the list. And there's the Hyundai Ioniq and the Kona, but I'm not a big fan on the interior of these cars either. But we are a big fan of the NISSAN LEAF, the ZE1. And that's the EV we're going to buy. The only problem is, in Australia, they only have the 40 kilowatt hour battery, which gives you a rough conservative range of 200 kilometers. But overseas, they sell a 62 kilowatt hour battery version, which gives you a rough conservative range of 300 kilometers. So where do we buy a big battery 62 kilowatt hour Leaf from?